Brought to you by some of our sponsors. One of them is Outer Limit Recording Studio. Have you heard of them?
I have now.
Yes. They recorded Eminem there, part of the 8 Mile soundtrack there.
Really? That's
Yeah,
pretty
like
sweet.
D12. Raheem Devon. For 23 years, Outer Limit Recording Studio has been the free choice of national recording artists. I'm here with Deacon Tasker, by the way. That's whose voice you hear in the background. What's up, Deacon?
Hello.
I still got to talk about these sponsors, who some of them you've heard of.
I have. I remember. Lapiana Insurance, to be exact.
Yes, Lapiana Insurance. Anthony, good guy, and as he says, helping people navigate. The first time I read this and he heard it, it made him change his whole website because he's like, "Wow, that doesn't sound right when you read it out loud." I changed my website.
I like that.
He updated his website, we'll say, and made it better. And it says Lapiana Insurance is an independent agency, which means, this is what I like about it, we are not beholden, he changed that word, to any of the national firms. So Anthony can basically pick and choose what insurance fits you. That's why I go with him.
I love it.
Yeah, you have him too, right?
He has quoted things out for me in the past. Yes, absolutely.
You refer
I
him
send a ton of
to me.
business his way.
Yeah, you refer them to me. I totally forgot. So LapianaInsurance.com. Anthony's the best insurance broker in the universe, of course. I didn't give Outer Limit Recording Studio.com, that website. So I love Ken. I love his wife Corinne. Very lovely. They met us out for drinks the other night. Good friends of ours. And the wedding agent. And again, Mia, she's a good friend of mine. She's just very sweet, very nice. We've worked together in the past, and she's celebrating like over 20 years in business too. Wow. And she has a beautiful, huge 2,800 square foot studio showroom on the corner of Delaware and I forget what the street is, but it's 2890 Delaware Avenue in Kenmore, where you can gain inspiration. Visit that location because she's got everything set up and it looks crazy wild in there, like in a good way. Like everything. You can get ideas for your wedding, and she helps you out. She's a great planner, from like napkins to runners to jewelry to dresses to everything. She does everything. She's awesome.
Sounds like you've done something similar to me, where it made some of your professional acquaintances actual friends.
Become friends.
Absolutely.
Like you, my friend.
There we go.
Yes. Which, we met in a professional situation, right?
We did.
Did you email me or call me?
I did, because you put in a request through my advertising on Zillow. I remember this very specifically. This is
really okay.
I tell the story of how we met.
Okay.
Because I have not had it happen to me again like that happened.
Really?
I have not, because I did my normal spiel when I call a Zillow person. To be honest, most people are not serious when they call Zillow through Zillow. Really? And so I said, "Hello, this is Deacon Tasker with Hunt Real Estate. I received your request for more information on the property at, I believe it was Rambling Road or some place out in Amherst."
It exactly was that.
Rambling
Road, yeah. Yep.
And if you would like more information about the property, feel free to give me a call.
Wait, so you left me a voicemail?
I think so. Maybe, and then if I miss you, I send you an email. I don't know which one it was.
I think it was both.
Either way, you were immediately back to me. I remember that, and we spoke on the phone, and you said, "Okay, well, I'm coming in." And I was planning on setting up a search for you so that you could see what was available, all of that fun stuff. And then you walked in with a sheet of paper saying, "This is the house I want to buy. Can we write an offer right now?"
That's right. Wow. Yeah, that happened really fast.
Well, I've never had it happen that fast before.
Yeah.
Or since, I don't think.
Well, here's the thing. And I say we, Janelle and I, she found the house. She and I were looking, and we went to a couple of open houses and a couple of drive-bys and this and that, and we walked into that Rambling Road open house and just freaking fell in love with it, as people do. And she wanted to make an offer, and I am crunching the numbers and how are we going to make this happen? And then maybe coincidentally at the same time you called. Well, it was probably because we went through Zillow then.
Absolutely. And I don't remember if you called about that property or put the request in for that property or not.
No.
But immediately were talking, like it was right to that property.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fine. But I've never had like somebody walk in and say, hey, by the way, this is...
Make me an offer.
Exactly. Yeah. I want to buy this.
Write yourself in for a cut, too.
Little did you know I had like 30 pages of paperwork for you sitting ready to go.
Oh, Christ. That took hours, right?
Hours is right. I think we sat there for hours.
I mean...
And then we realized that there was going to be multiple offers. Somebody was going to be at asking, I think, and we would have had to overbid for it. And frankly, I don't know if the house was worth it at that point.
No, I think they, we may have waited a day to sleep on it, and then they accepted some other offer.
Sounds like nowadays it's just moving off the market all these places.
Exactly. Well, that was a lesson for me, I mean, and, fast forward to our next step. Well, I mean, first of all, I was going to say, Janelle did most of the work on looking for the houses. And, I mean, I really have to, credit her because she knew exactly what she wanted, where she wanted to be, which she still wants to be out there.
Yeah.
Right around the corner from her mom. And in the right, quote-unquote, school district, because that's where she grew up and that's where she went to school. So, and she continues to look out there, too. So keep your eye out for another...
You know it. Yeah. I was always out.
Yes. For another phone call from me saying, okay, let's put an offer in. And no, that was a hard lesson, too, because we really felt hard for that house, And
I remember the pictures. It was a beautiful house.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. And all redone and, modern everything. Backsplash, flooring, countertops, just everything was redone.
Then you wised up and figured out you could pay city taxes for a few years rather than go out to Amherst and you're in business.
Yes. Yeah. Fast forward to where we're sitting right now.
And you want to be in the action down here.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a sweet spot down here in the village.
Absolutely. And I've been living here for
4 years, something like that. About 2
here,
years.
Yeah, but I'm in the Elmwood Village forever. Over 20 years. Right. No, almost 20 years.
When I met you, you had a sweet spot on Richmond.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And before that, I had a spot 2 houses down on Richmond, and before that, I was in Hawaii for a few years, and then before that, I was...
Which we need to discuss at some point.
Yeah. Before that, I was on Elmwood.
That's right.
But Elmwood and Utica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Between Hodge and Utica. So, yeah, I was always down here. I felt like I was always down here, at least. And, yeah. Weren't you just in Hawaii?
Yeah, well, I lived there for a year and a half back in 2011. No, I was going to say 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
You were on Oahu.
Yes.
I was on Maui. I remember we discussed this.
Yeah.
That's
what did you go down for?
Sand and sun, my friend.
Just same things that I did.
It's too good.
Yeah. Would you, graduate and just move down there?
Got married and moved down.
Okay.
So we lived there with my wife, which was fun, for sure.
Nice.
My cousin moved out. It's actually a weird story, if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
My wife and I got married in June, and then, by August, we were talking about, wow, maybe we should move somewhere just for a while anyways.
Sure.
And so we said, well, maybe Florida. We like the idea of a beach for a little bit.
Yeah.
And we then said, well, why not Hawaii? And I've been to Hawaii a few times with my family back in the day. I've been to a couple Pro Bowls, which was always fun, but always Oahu, never any of the other islands. And I said, well, I've been there, but I was 8 when I went, so that doesn't really count.
Right.
So we were kind of tossing around, half joking, half serious. And then my cousin called me out of the blue and says, hey, we just got married a year before you, 8 months before you, and we were thinking about moving to Hawaii. And this is a weird question, but we couldn't think of any other couple that might want to go with us. Any interest in moving to Hawaii? And I'm like, do you talk to my mom? How do you know this?
Yeah, yeah.
And so, if that's not a sign that should happen,
absolutely.
I don't know what is.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because, tying this whole thing in together, the way we got this house, too, was, oh my God, it was such a headache. Do you remember the back and forth? And maybe you experienced this with other clients, but I just felt like there was a point where we thought, I always knew I was going to get this house, but there was a point where everybody told me, well, it's okay. You know, if you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, and some people were doubting or whatever. And I think I even told you, I'm like, oh, you don't understand. I'm going to get this house. Like even in the darkest hour, you know, like
there were some dark hours. I remember this was one of. I mean, I've had Harrier, but barely.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, this was something because if I remember correctly, absolutely, you switched loan types in the middle of it.
God,
and then maybe even switched back. There was multiple switches.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. We won't name names, but there was we had a rough time with the lending process for sure.
The lending processor.
Mm-hmm.
Really
specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. I've not ran into that person before that or after. For the record.
Yeah, there's no way. And they wanted. Consequently, they wanted me to fill out a
review.
Yeah, review. Afterwards, I was like, guys, I can't.
It's for the best that I don't.
I better take a breath before I fill anything out. But, okay, no, it's okay. What were we saying? Yes, there were some dark. Switching loans in the middle of a contract. So
I don't think I've ever had that happen. Actually,
I knew I was going to qualify for a certain loan, and because you know me, I do more than I should as far as research, you know. And I knew what I was going to qualify for. I knew what my payments were going to be. I knew everything. I had everything calculated. Then the mortgage lender suggested that I switch for my benefit and said that, you know, so I'm not even revealing gender. Yeah, I'm being very vague with this person. Yeah.
How thoughtful of you.
Oh my God, yeah. Because it was just so frustrating. I literally wanted to just scream every day at this person.
Which you told me that you did scream to that person at least once.
Sorry. I did it. And I'm not going to edit it out either. So she really got me every day. And finally got to the point where I said, look, this is what we're going to do. This is what's going to happen. Because she convinced me to switch to this other loan that I found out afterwards, after talking to several people, she would have made more money.
Interesting.
Yeah, and, you know, just weird stuff. And the bank would have made more money. Even though I technically would have paid less. But anyway, switched back to the loan that I originally went with and knew I was going to qualify for. And I think that's what I yelled at her about. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like, why am I doing your job for you? You know?
And that's just the lending side. Then, if I remember correctly, your basement was full to the ceiling with junk.
Oh my God.
I'm talking like wheelchairs, old hot water tanks,
toilets.
There was tires, maybe.
Tires.
Like straight up, like debris garbage.
All the old plaster and lumber and stuff that they took.
I remember taking pictures, sending it to the attorney. There was all of that. That was
floor to ceiling, literal, not figurative.
Oh, no.
Like it was floor to ceiling in the basement and the attic. There were sinks and toilets in the attic too.
Yes.
Like, how many toilets did they go through in this place? I
remember that. That was a hairy one.
That was bad. Do you know that I took every last piece of that out by myself over the next 3 months? Every piece. And
on each trash day, or how did you do it?
Each trash day. I took a sledgehammer to the toilets.
Really?
And the sinks.
It's been a little bit rewarding though.
And it was kind of nice. Yeah. I love doing physical labor. Bottom line. I don't care. Like, I was just outside yesterday until it got dark, and after dark too, with my cell phone flashlight working. And I literally took every piece out bit by bit to the last piece of dust. Swept up, dustpan, done.
Pretty rewarding.
Very rewarding, yes. Yes. As you can attest to, you did a lot of renovating yourself.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah, I remember you showing me pictures of your gutted house.
Oh, she's loaded up now. It's done. So the inside.
Yeah, I saw that after
picture
too you showed me.
So I got a bunch of them too. I'll show them to you.
Absolutely.
Finished up. Actually, I wouldn't say stage, but we got all our clutter out of the way, and we actually took nice
pictures.
Can I
put them on this as a visual?
Sure, I'll give you 2 of them for sure.
Okay,
I only have the first floor, but I'll show you those.
Okay.
Feels good to have the inside done. And, we're living there. We crush it out. My daughter has her own room. It's all pink shaped. Oh. It's all happy. And my wife got her own closet and her own master bathroom. So I'm in good graces now.
Yes. Yeah, you're the king now. Yeah. You always were the king. I mean, come on.
Let's face it. But yeah, that was a big renovation. Took like 9-10 months right around there. And we still haven't done the outside. Just found out
what did you do the outside?
A little bit of siding on the top. Yeah, there's some old composite stuff that I want to remove and put up regular stuff. Roof's beauty. Good. And we actually foamed the underside of the attic. So at some point I'd love to finish off the attic too.
Nice.
Which would be great.
Yeah, I would love to do that tomorrow.
Right? And you got a sweet space up there too.
It's
these
huge.
Old 1900 turn of the century homes.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing attics. And I got walk-up space. It's a beautiful thing.
Definitely. The stairway to the attic is wider than any apartment stairway that I've ever had. Yeah. It's great, and it's solid. Mm-hmm. Wood floors up there. They got to be oak or something.
It's great.
Yeah. Which is
tongue and groove. Sure, wow.
Yes.
Great.
I'll show you these shelves I made out of the tongue and groove pieces that were left over upstairs.
Beautiful.
And just, they were just sitting there. Old 100-year-old tongue and groove wood. I'm like, you know what? I got to do something with that. Yeah. And
don't lie. Did you throw any garbage out the third floor window?
No.
Don't lie.
I wanted to, but the windows don't open.
Oh, right.
So
reasonable.
Yeah, those are the only windows that are not new on the houses are the attic windows. Yep. So either they open and want to stay open, the smallest one, I got a prop shut, or the other ones are kind of nailed shut. So, but they're like the fancy lattice.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Where each piece of square glass is set in there. It's not.
Don't even get rid of them. They're too cool.
I know. Yeah. And it's the 100-year-old glass where it's like wavy.
Wedded glass is so cool.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's awesome.
It's expensive to have it redone, make it look nice, but I would never get rid of it. So I would spend that money to redo it rather than never replace it. It's
Absolutely.
Too nice.
Yeah. I love them. Yeah. The front windows are the best.
See, what I like about this place that you have is there's a nice mix of the old characters. So you have the 6-panel doors.
Yes.
But you also have a nice long open floor plan with an updated kitchen. So you have the best of both worlds.
I love it. Like that's the most, the compliments we get are, your kitchen is huge and this place looks, 10 times bigger than it actually is because it's open concept.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 places I would want to live in Western New York. Just my personal taste.
Sure.
And that's because I grew up in East Aurora, so I love East Aurora. That's where we live. Elmwood Village, it's just too many good things to deny this place. It's so good.
Yes. And it always has been.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Big, old, gorgeous homes. I'm a sucker for that. And I also like Lewiston. But I also only ever go up there for Art Park, so it's always only ever summer beautiful nights. It's beautiful. Like I'm a sucker for that too.
I took Janelle up there last summer for the first time. Her first time.
She never been before?
She's never been. She loved it. We were walking up and down doing the antiquing. Mm-hmm. And just enjoying it. So that's 2.
Elmwood Village, East Aurora, Lewis.
Oh, and East Aurora. Okay, good.
I love Lewis. All 3 of them have those big, old, beautiful homes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for the old homes.
Yeah, I don't blame you because I'm always
9-foot ceilings.
I'm always looking up when we walk. When Janelle and I take a walk, I'm always looking up at all the architecture and pointing everything out, and she kind of just chuckles.
Does she appreciate this place?
She absolutely does. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she loves it, and
is she graduated?
In this May.
May, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she'll be done, and she's graduating the 17th. The 18th, we fly out and finally take our extended honeymoon.
Where?
Well, we're taking that Disney vacation that GMA gave us.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And that's 3 nights, 4 days, 3 nights.
Now, where does that go? To Florida, like Disney?
To Orlando.
Yep. Yeah. And so now Star Wars Land will not be ready. Is that correct?
I know. Like we're missing it by a month or something.
Oh man, that's almost tragic.
I'm disappointed. Well, we'll have to go again.
Yeah.
But last time I was there, the Transformers ride was not open.
Not open. It will be this time.
Yeah. They gave us a little tease. Bumblebee came out. and I was freaking out. Anyway, what?
Harry Potter Land is there? Maybe?
Yes.
Or is that in California?
Not a fan.
No. Interesting.
It is there.
So I just saw that Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah, how's that?
Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
I tried to read the Harry Potter books, and I was just like, I'm too freaking old. You know? Like, I don't know if I'm just not following, or maybe I should be 12 and reading this.
You probably
not that it
should be 12.
Yeah.
It helps.
Well, here's the thing. When I was 12, I read the Tolkien books.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings.
Which may be a level above 12 also. Though.
Yes. But I remember reading 4 of them. 5 of them. Because I read the trilogy, but I read The Hobbit as well.
Right, which is 4. And then he also has another one that was unrelated, though.
Silmarillion.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Because my cousins I love them so much. They were Tolkien geeks, and they got the books for me. I still have those books too. They're a paperback though.
I enjoy the Harry Potters.
I get in.
I enjoy the Harry Potters. See, I enjoy them. They're not at the same level in my life like the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Which is also not like Star Wars. I do
right.
love me some Star Wars.
Oh God, I love Star Wars.
Are you excited for The Last Jedi or what?
Darth Vader.
I heard very shortly that we're going to have the first teaser trailer.
I'm going to tell you something that you might... Oh, look, there's a Star Wars decanter, too.
That is nice.
Stormtrooper, my brother got me that. We get each other, like, we're like... We saw Star Wars in the theater when we were kids. Like, 70s.
That's nice.
I'm talking. And we get each other Star Wars stuff all the time. Like, adult stuff like that. There's scotch in that decanter right now. The Stormtrooper. And... sometimes I just sent him a lightsaber bottle opener or something for his birthday, or Millennium Falcon. That's what it was. What the hell was I saying? Star Wars. Yeah. I mean, Star Wars above all.
With the amount of money that Disney rolls around Disney, can you understand what might be Star Wars Land? I mean, you'll fly the Millennium Falcon. You have to.
Yeah. Yeah, or at least an X-Wing fighter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to fly a TIE fighter.
Oh my gosh, that would be nice.
Yeah. You probably have to duck from a walker.
Do you think they have the technology to let you hold something, even if it's a virtual lightsaber, and let you try and fend off lights, like blaster shots or something wrong? Right? I mean, it's unlimited, the things that you could do.
I don't know. It couldn't be like a one-person thing, though, right?
Sure. Because,
I mean, what would the lines look like if it's just...
I don't know.
But I hear what you're saying, though.
There's some of the most creative minds in the world over there, I would think. And then they also have one of the biggest budgets of anyone ever. And so it's going to be phenomenal, whatever it is.
And, they've got the
riding a speeder,
egos there, too. So.
Yeah, reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, they have to be the best.
It'll be fun, either way. I'm jealous that you're going down there. I went to Disneyland when I was 2. That was the last time.
Yeah.
We'll bring our kids as soon as
you went to the Pro Bowl when you were 8, so.
Yeah. That's fun.
Which brings us to me, the idiot that I am.
Oh, no.
And one of the biggest Bills fans ever. And not putting 2 and 2 together with your last name and who your dad is until... Probably after we bought the house, I think, right?
It was a ways.
I brought it up to you. I'm like, oh, by the way, because someone else told me, like, right off the bat, he was an insurance person, not Anthony.
Really? No.
Did you know his dad is? And I'm like, you know what? Now it makes sense. Yeah. So, what's that like? Is that what you get asked all the time?
What's that like?
What's it like being Steve Tasker's kid?
My official answer is always, well, I didn't know any different.
Yeah.
Just growing up, I don't know. So I went to Pro Bowls. That's fine. It was fun.
Well, wait.
But I don't know.
He was. I mean, obviously he was playing when he retired. Way before.
So I was honestly a little kid. So it's like I only remember so much, anyways.
So wait, were you born
87?
Okay. Where was he?
He would have been in Buffalo, so he was drafted by the Oilers in 85, and then played maybe a year and a half there, picked up on waivers by the Bills in 86, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's right timeline. And then played until 97. Retired after 97.
All right. Well, I remember a 30 for 30 when I saw him walking, holding your hand.
That's this guy. I had a couple of cameos in that.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Off the field, right?
That was sweet. Yeah. And then also sitting on the sidelines. That was a good one, too.
Yeah.
After the loss.
Little Deacon.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Wow.
Back in the glory days.
You know what that side was for. Everybody knows what that side was for.
The 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it hasn't been much better since, frankly.
No. I mean, it's never been that good.
Even the Sabres has been pretty tough. We had a little couple years stint in there.
Yeah.
Bought Sabres season tickets this year, and so we went to about 22 games, something like that, 20 to 25, somewhere in there, and split them up. But I was thinking we were going to be a playoff team this year, and then we missed it by 17 points, which does not help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't help at all. That makes you really miss that money that you spent on season tickets.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't they... Because last season was so bad that we had like first draft pick.
Exactly. Picked up Jack Eichel, and now I mean, it's still in the upswing. We'll see what happens. It's just fresh out of the season, going into the playoffs. I don't know. I'm a little bitter about it still, to be honest.
Yeah. Didn't they score less this year than last year? Overall.
Point total was right around the same area, which is brutal because they were supposed to be on the upswing.
Because they were throwing it last year and trying.
Last year was still technically a try year.
Yeah.
But it was a try year with the understanding that we're still not going to be very good. Mm-hmm. This year was like, it's a try year and maybe we'll be better. Mm-hmm. And they weren't much better.
Yeah. What kind of seats did you have?
We were down on the end. We shoot at twice, which was nice. Mm-hmm. And we were 9 rows up out from the face-off circle on the penalty box side.
Okay.
107. It was great seats.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Right across the row. The tickets went up $12 per seat per game.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. We were on the aisle. So it's like, we got the deal.
Okay, good.
It was nice. Yeah.
Do you ever do the Lexus Club or any of the
I've only ever been in there for work functions.
Yeah.
But it looks nice. I mean, it's gorgeous.
I love it. I was in there before, and I'll pay extra for it now because it was part of a ticket package that I purchased once. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, try this out. It was awesome. I probably stayed in there for longer than I should have.
Did you go to the UFC fight?
No, did you?
No. I would have liked to have.
Yeah, it was just a Saturday.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching UFC. I'm not like a huge follower.
Me too.
Any big national event like that, I like to fancy myself.
Because that was first in New York, right? Or first in...
Shoot, maybe. I don't even know. Oh, first in... there was one in New York City, I thought, but maybe not. No, I'm pretty sure there was one in New York, and then this is the first one around.
This was the first one around this area.
Anywhere near, sure.
I do that a lot. Last time my phone rang, I left this on to get your text, and then I forgot to turn it off. Last time my phone rang during my other podcast, and it happened to be a person that we were talking about in the podcast, so it was very relevant. We answered it and put them on speakerphone, and it worked very well. Not this one, though. That was about a DJ.
Honestly, I can't believe my phone hasn't rang yet. But I put it on vibrate knowing.
Yeah, I just put mine on vibrate. So, how's fatherhood?
Good. Rose is a beauty.
Aww.
15 months, sprinting around the house now. So we, in that renovation we were talking about, we stripped paint off of the gorgeous wood staircase that comes down and turns. I mean, it's a sweet staircase, and inevitably we then have to put up baby gates on it. So it is what it is.
Did you have to drill those ones in, or you had the?
I chose not to, and I really cranked them on there so that I don't have to drill into my nice woodwork. Yeah, I was a little scared to do that.
Right. How old's your house?
1907.
Okay.
But it's a playground for Rosie. Could be new for all she cares.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sprints around. We have a relatively open first floor, so she just goes around the island and will do loops carrying little stuffed pugs.
Oh,
it's pretty great.
That's cool.
Honestly, it's good stuff.
Wow. I remember, man, I can't believe she's that old because my nephew was born around the same time. Mm-hmm. And, man, he's running around too now. He just looks like a young man.
Isn't that weird?
Oh, my God. it's crazy because I feel like she was just born.
The difference between a little boy and a little girl is I think my daughter already has 4 Easter outfits. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. She will change.
Well, she's got different places to go.
Yeah, and she will have an outfit for each of them.
Yeah,
down to the socks and shoes. I mean, the entire thing.
Wow, your wife probably loves that.
Each grandma, maybe 2 aunts, and mom each have an outfit. Just ridiculous.
Very cool. Yeah. Are you guys thinking of another one?
At some point, I'm hoping so.
Yeah. How many total?
I don't know.
Because you have a big family, right?
I'm one of 5.
Yeah.
And Cassie is one of 3.
Yeah.
I would think, I don't know, we say minimum 3.
Yeah. Wow.
We go 3 plus.
3 to 5?
I don't know if you can handle 5. The thing is, if you have 5 kids, you have to be...
You have to have 5 jobs.
Exactly. Financially stable enough that if you want to go to Hawaii, you can go to Hawaii.
Yes.
And that's pushing it, for crying out loud. 5 kids. I'm thinking 3 plus. 3 to 4 is my thought process.
Yeah. Well...
What about you guys?
We always said she wants 2, and I want 2 or 3. So I say 5, so we can
negotiate.
Negotiate. You know how it is. Yeah. She won't listen to this either, so she'll be all right.
Say 5.
Yeah.
Settle at 3.
I'm going with 5, and maybe we'll do 3. So she wants to have twins right away, so she could be done. She said.
That'd be nice. Twins would be good.
She wants a boy and a girl.
Banging out. That's nice.
Twins are running her family.
Pun intended.
Yeah. Bang it out. Who's that? Oh, voicemail. Voicemail just popped up. So much for not being distracted by the phone. I'm just going to announce something happens on my phone and just,
That's our lives now, though. Phones are distractions.
Yeah.
I recently discovered Instagram. Maybe
recently?
Yeah, I know.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I work a lot.
Yeah.
But now it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's like Facebook now. Like if I see somebody's only on Facebook, it's like, oh man, they must be 70.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That was me
too.
like 3 months ago.
That's how, I mean, because the millennials, all the youngsters are leaving Facebook now because who's on it? My mom, our parents, everybody who wants to communicate that way now amongst themselves. Everybody who wants to monitor what's going on with their kids, I think, too. Because
absolutely.
My mom is in Jamestown, New York. My brother is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with his 3 kids. And she'll see daily photos.
It's a beautiful thing for that. And for events, for groups, for invitations. Exactly. It has its place, there's no question.
Yes. But, yeah.
I get most of my stuff done with Google Calendar and Instagram now. That's all I need.
Well,
definitely the most 2 used apps.
Most what?
Most used 2 apps.
On your phone?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Gmail and
Instagram. You ever get into Twitter?
I have one. And I go on there if I'm trying to follow a sports game.
Okay.
And if I really want to burn time, I follow the Darwin Awards. That's one of them. It's just people doing dumb stuff, and if you
I've heard of that.
Burn some time, it's a good way to do it.
That's funny. Yeah. I asked because it's like again, yes, I have one. I have a couple actually, but I'm just not on there.
Me too.
I don't know what the draw was. I guess
I'm
more
think
visual.
Reporting news, almost a more maybe not. I'm not going to say professional setting for a. Reporting news. I mean, reporting sports news, reporting governmental news, all of those things, tweeting out school closings, all of these things. It is a more useful tool than almost anything. But I don't find the attraction of it myself either.
Yeah, I just
see my dad loves it, and he's all over there. But he follows every NFL sports writer you can imagine. Yeah, and then the Darwin Awards and all that.
He does Darwin Awards too.
He does.
That's funny, man. Wow. Did he turn you on to him?
Yes.
That's so cool. He's broadcasting.
He is.
I mean, he's been broadcasting for years.
Longer than he played football.
Wow.
I know. Weird.
Wow. Who's he with now? CBS?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I love when I see him on there. Like, yeah, go Steve. Yeah. And I still brag about that ball.
That's a good sign for me.
Absolutely. It's right there. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You gave one to your brother?
I did, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who's the other side?
And that is Jerome Bettis and
Rod Woodson.
No, who the hell else was in that?
I see the 36, but I don't see that one. Ben Roethlisberger would not have been that Super Bowl. That was he won both of them.
Yeah, he was.
Right?
Yeah. Jerome Bettis and
Hines Ward.
Hines Ward.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
36-86. That would do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
A friend of mine. I mean, I used to do commercials out in Pittsburgh, and the whole crew was Pittsburgh locals, and the makeup lady got that for me.
Nice.
Debbie Maker. Yeah, she was awesome because she worked with them at the new studio, and she even brought me there for a day to meet them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
I've heard good things about both those guys, actually. Real good things.
They were really nice.
Yeah.
And they got their shit together. I mean, they've got their own shows, and they're doing good things for the community. Who else did I meet? Speaking of that, Lynn Swan.
Oh, there's something.
That was awesome.
Wide receiver. That's a beauty.
Yes.
Good work.
Super cool. Very cool guy. He was working with my brother, who lives out there. My brother was executive director of the Alzheimer's Association.
Okay.
And Lynn Swan was ambassador for it, and donated his time and his services, and
really cool.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Is your brother still involved with the Alzheimer's Foundation?
No. I'm sorry.
Association.
It was Alzheimer's. He was with Alzheimer's before, but it was Autistic Services.
Gotcha.
When he was in Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. And now he moved to. He's been in nonprofit all his life, and now he moved to the National Hemophilia Association. So every job he's gotten is like bigger associations. So he's doing really well.
That's great.
Yeah, very proud of him. Gets to throw out the first pitch of the Pirates game and stuff.
Ooh,
yeah. He doesn't like me to say that though, because he's like, hey, it's not about me. It's about Autistic Services. That's what we're bringing. I'm like, okay, Brett.
But you're throwing the pitch.
You're throwing the damn pitch out though. Yeah. But it's all in the name of charity and blah blah blah. Shut up. My brother is throwing out the first pitch of the season of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
That's right.
So, yeah, very proud of him. And can you give me a signed baseball hat, jerk?
That's right.
I think he got a signed baseball, but they gave it to his daughter, his oldest daughter, who was out on the field with him.
Appropriate.
Who loves baseball, apparently.
Really?
She is 5, 6.
Nice.
And she's been going to baseball games with him.
That's pretty sweet. It's cool to have her showing interest in that.
Yeah.
I wonder, my daughter's only 15 months old, working on 16 months. I wonder what she'll be interested in.
Yeah, you don't know, right?
We joked around when she was like 3 months. She was at 97 percentile height. Oh, yeah. She's going on the blue line.
That's right.
Team USA women's hockey. And then she shrunk down to 54%. I don't know that. I don't know what she'll do.
Right.
Maybe a dancer. I don't know. She'll be in plays. Who knows? It'll be fun to see. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. You have no idea.
I was going to say, look at you. Growing up, you saw your dad. You were on the freaking field and
sure.
Super Bowls,
Yeah.
So, it doesn't mean...
It does not mean that you'll be...
That's what you're going to do.
Then you're going to have a brother in the CFL, so you don't know. So he took that path.
Yes.
I don't know.
Tell me about him.
Luke plays for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, which is sweet.
Oh, cool.
Because they're an hour and a half away.
Oh, okay.
Which means we get to go to the games. I go to half a dozen a year.
Awesome.
Yeah, maybe 4 last year or 6 the year before.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun though.
Sounds like it.
Games.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good too. He plays receiver and plays quite a bit.
Very cool.
Statistically, a good player out there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Best story I have so far is he scored a touchdown at the end of the last year, and we had planned it out for weeks, and he just, for whatever reason, it was his 4th year last year. We had not hooked up to the fact that he would score a touchdown in the end we were sitting on.
Okay.
Finally, the 4th year it happens.
And he did it right there.
And you don't get fined in the CFL like you do in the NFL for throwing the ball or kicking the ball in the stands.
Nice.
A lot of guys. Andy Fantuz is a receiver that's been up there for 10 years or whatever. Punts the ball every time in the stands. Luke knew-ish where we were sitting. So he says he
Looking
saw
for you?
the Tasker jerseys, which I was not wearing when I was wearing a black t-shirt.
Oh,
But
okay.
the black jerseys are right there too. So his wife is right in front of us in a Ticats jersey, his jersey, and his father-in-law, who is like 6'5". So he sees the jerseys up, and I mean, there's footage of this happening. It was on TSN, really nice.
Awesome.
Right in front of us was in front of where I was sitting. So Jenna was here, and then next to her was this lady, really nice lady, with a 4-year-old kid, and also wicked pregnant. Like, I'm saying 9+ months pregnant, like intensely pregnant. And that exits your mind when the ball's flying 40 rows up into the stands.
You're diving right into her stomach,
Honestly, I went down an entire row and across about 6 seats. And I remember it hitting both hands, laying out sideways. I was horizontal, hitting both hands, and then double clutching. My back hit the ground. I thought for 2 days I broke ribs.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even kidding. I couldn't sleep on one side of the night because I landed on seats. It was ridiculous. The first thing, when I opened my eyes, I had the ball in my hands, and my dad is over me, giving me a hand up. I was underneath the seats.
I was going to say, if your dad wasn't there, he sure would have been proud. Yeah.
So Zach Caleros is the quarterback. He's who threw Luke the touchdown, and Luke threw it up here. I had Zach and Luke sign it, and it's in my daughter's room.
Awesome.
It's great.
Awesome.
And I did not actually break my ribs. Must have been a crazy bruise, but it was good.
You got the wind knocked the hell out of you.
It was a rough, rest of the game. I couldn't sit right, and then I couldn't sleep right.
Wheezing, all that.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
People lost it.
Give me another beer.
People lost it. Just lost it. They couldn't understand that I was above everyone and horizontal. It was phenomenal. My greatest catch of my career. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's your highlight reel.
Oh, absolutely.
Did people in the section? Because sometimes you
they must have
at least talk to people everywhere,
Sure.
and did they know?
Not everyone at first. We were sitting with 8 Tasker jerseys.
Yeah.
But
and your dad was there.
We were apologizing by saying that's his brother that caught the touchdown. he had to get the ball.
You had to talk to everybody. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I know you're pregnant. You're going into labor prematurely, but
I actually went up and bought the 4-year-old kid a hat because
good for you.
I was all over him, and I felt bad. So I went up and bought a hat, and he was all
good
fine. In the world with him.
Yeah, he was fine with it. Yeah. Should even buy him a ball? Who cares, right? You've got
just
the right ball. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, perfect.
Now you got to tie cat's hat out of it.
Which is more than what he came with.
Mm-hmm.
So, good. Wow.
So what's up with you? What's going on with Beam?
Beam. Funny you should ask. It's, we revamped the whole preseason golf outing thing to include the entire dome. So we get to do whatever the hell we want there.
Cool.
All day long. Which includes. Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm. Oh, the golf dome.
The golf dome paddock. Yeah.
Is that the one off the 290?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been, but only briefly.
Yes, I've never been there.
Yeah.
So I had my director check it out and sweet talk him into letting us have the run of the place. So there are simulators in there, golf simulators. So you're hitting at a screen, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have been golfing before, and that's what I love to do.
Agreed.
As far as golfing goes. So I was pushing really hard because I researched them online, and they've got zombie dodgeball.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
Which sounds...
With golf clubs involved?
Nope.
That's
with
probably
just
better.
Dodgeballs.
Okay.
They have a...
Are we playing zombie dodgeball? Is that what you're saying right now?
That's what I'm saying right now. We can, if you want... Like, we have our choice, basically.
Really?
We can do that. We can play... they also have football simulator, quarterback, punting simulator.
Wow.
Hockey simulator.
What the heck?
Soccer simulator. Bocce ball.
I gotta make sure I take this whole day off.
Yes.
Whole day. I need to block
because
this
we were
out
only.
Right now. It was like 10 to 2 before.
Yeah.
But now the entire day.
Yeah, we should do the whole day.
Zombie dodgeball. You had me intrigued. What does that mean?
That means that on the screen, zombies are coming at you.
Okay.
You have dodgeballs.
Wow.
To take their heads off with. It's basically like a first-person shooter game, but like live. It's almost like virtual reality. but it's reality, because you're right there, because it's you.
I like it.
Yeah, it's you.
Okay, so we'll try that for sure.
Absolutely.
They have putt-putt.
They do have putt-putt.
I'm a fiend.
I just rolled my eyes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love
You are the putt-putt master
I
then.
take it pretty serious. Usually there's bets happening. I mean, it's pretty good.
We should do both then, because there's a tournament in the afternoon.
Turns out we have all day.
Yes. So, yeah. There's food all day, of course.
Date and time for your listeners?
Yes. It is Friday, April 21st.
Yep.
And if you want to be there for the whole day and take advantage of everything, it's $90. If you want to just come and hang out and grab lunch, it's $35.
Nice.
So, you can just watch everybody doing everything.
If you want to get smoked in zombie dodgeball, you're 90 and
yes.
play.
Yeah. You can, what's the saying about life? You can either, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm going for? No, not lemons out of lemonade. No, it's, you can either sit in the stands or be on the field.
I like it. I guess.
Did I just make it up?
I think I made it up.
Perfect. Yeah.
Life by Paul Vitale.
Yeah. So there's different levels of sponsorship. If you just want to come and hang out and grab some food and be a part of the basket raffle,
yeah,
we'll do that. Some cool baskets.
Are you a Prime guy? Yes. Amazon Prime?
You'll get them in 2 days.
It's unreal.
Dude, oh, come on. 90% of the shit in this room, Prime.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
They lose money on me, for sure.
You take stuff back? I do.
I think they just lose money on me because they pay more shipping than
what
I actually I buy 6 things a month, so
yeah,
they must lose
separate things. You mean
separate?
Yeah,
things.
shipping. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't combine packages. I do not do that.
Yeah, you know what I try? Have you tried Pantry before?
Not yet.
I tried it once.
And
it's pretty cool. You got to fill up a box though of stuff, and then they send you the giant box.
Like bananas, you give them 2 days and they're done, or close to it.
Yeah. I don't buy perishables. I bought paper towels, toilet paper.
Oh, interesting.
That.
Does it compete with BJ Sam's Club? Because that would.
I don't know.
I wonder.
I don't go there because
somebody on some forum has compared Sam's Club BJ's to Amazon Pantry, and I need to research it and know which is which. Because we are BJ's members and it's phenomenal.
Really, just 3 of you though.
Yeah, we don't load up, again, not really on perishables all that much, but we also do smoothies, and so you use a lot of perishables in smoothies.
What?
We have Vitamix, a big old blender, and we put in bananas.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Food, and
I see what you're saying.
You just buy that at the grocery store.
You buy smoothies there?
Not yet. Yeah, actually, they do have them.
Do you want another beer?
Yeah, I'll have a beer. Mm-hmm. You will learn something about me if you have not already learned it. Don't turn them down.
Mm-hmm. Give me a glass of port. We'll put it on pause. Or you can talk while we're gone. It's still running.
This is quite a setup you have in here. Is this this blue thing, is this a microphone?
It is a microphone.
It's a sweet looking microphone.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
I got most of my stuff when I was working at Guitar Center. All that stuff in the rack.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Most of it, actually. Some of it from my friends. Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, Amazon. Dude.
It's unreal.
Even my external hard drives I got from there.
It's
honestly,
unreal. Yeah. It'll segue me into another conversation. So recently we went out to Kansas, where both my parents are from. Both my mom's mom is living, and my dad's parents, both of them are living. They live on a golf course.
Cool.
Not going into that right now, but my mom's mom, my grandfather, my mom's father, passed away in 2014, we're going to say. Yeah, it sucked. Metastatic melanoma. But the point is that he had, and now it is ours, a crazy collection of records, vinyl.
Ooh.
Really cool. So what we did was, it was 3 pretty good boxes, and we went down and we said, well, okay, my siblings and I were going to have a draft. We were setting up the rules, all that. It was going to be awesome. I was really looking forward to it.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, wait a second. My sister lives in an Alaskan apartment. She moves around.
Mm-hmm.
My brother goes half the year in Canada, plays football. My other brother is in definitely an apartment in New Jersey. My other brother is in dorms.
Done.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, guys.
I'll keep it for you.
Exactly. Rather than split this up, let me just take you to my house. I'll set up a station anytime you want. It's an open door. Come over, play him. We'll be good to go. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as you pay for him to be shipped back to Buffalo.
Yes.
Oh, good. $150 worth of shipping.
Yeah.
But
that's kind
I'm talking like, oh, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes. It's awesome.
I love my vinyl.
See, I'm just starting it up, but like my grandfather has nothing post 1988, something like that. I mean, it's straight up like 15 Jimmy Buffett records.
Yeah.
Like Simon Garfunkel.
Wasted away again.
Yes. Like like all kinds of 70s pop. It's kind of weird stuff, some of it, but it's good.
I love the obscure stuff that you can't find.
I've heard of, not listened to, but heard of maybe half of it.
Okay.
Which means that like I have maybe listened to half of that.
Yeah.
Should be good.
What do you have as far as a player?
It was his, which we got at some other point, and it should do the job. I am a noob, so I tried to plug it into speakers. This is where it ties into Amazon. Went on Amazon, figured out that I needed a female auxiliary cord.
Yes.
To a male RCA. Is that the red and white ones?
Yes.
And that didn't work. Still plays at whisper level. So I think I need a receiver / amplifier.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah.
We need to talk more in depth about what exactly I need.
Yeah.
You need to talk
I can even look at it or send me pictures or whatever.
Yes,
I'll know exactly what you need. Or just get some powered speakers like these that have built-in amplifiers.
That's what I should do.
Yeah, yeah. Which 90% of the speakers they sell nowadays, I believe.
Really? I have cheapy computer desk speakers from college.
Yeah, they don't. So.
And the speakers are too bassy. I can't turn it down even with like an equalizer. I've tried.
It's usually not
They're
a problem.
Wicked bassy.
Huh.
I know. It's uncomfortable because if I play it in the attic, you can hear it on the first floor. With regular music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. So anyways, I need to get some of these guys.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
So I ordered that random piece. Like I didn't exactly know what RCA was.
Yeah.
So I'm Googling female aux to
RCA.
Speaker cords. To red and white cords. And I finally figured out it was RCA, and immediately, when I figured out and typed in the right thing, Amazon's $6.99, be there in a day and a half.
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yep, that's perfect.
Great.
I think I probably even have some hanging on the back of this.
Look at you. I should have just called you in the first place.
Absolutely should, because that's not even half of my cable collection. There's your RCA.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't find female versions of that to a female aux. It's a random little weird piece.
Yeah.
So
I probably have most of that too, honestly. Yeah. I probably have.
Tell me Amazon isn't the greatest for that. You go into tell me Amazon isn't the greatest for that.
Oh yeah.
You go into formerly what was Radio Shack. $20 later if they have it.
And a long involved conversation with the clerk.
Yeah. Who may or may not know what they're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
So you do vinyl.
Oh yes. And I used to have so much more, but I was in apartments and I moved around and I was just like, I can't do this. I can't transport 50 crates of vinyl anymore. So I weeded down my collection, which was okay because I had it stored in an attic where there were squirrels that chewed it up. Yeah. And not the vinyl part, but like the album part. Yeah, they like eat the paper and stuff, you know? Yeah. And I'm like thinking, and this is funny too. I'm like, why the hell would they just eat the paper, the cardboard off the album covers? And my mom goes, don't you remember the gerbils we had? We used to give them cardboard all the time. They would take them and use them for their nests. And I'm like, son of a gun. These freaking squirrels have nests of my old Kiss albums. And, you know, I'm just like, curses.
Robert Plant's face is chewed up and digested in some mess right now.
Yeah. Speaking of Robert Plant, I got to show you this limited edition.
Oh, boy.
Limited edition vinyl that I keep. Oh, no, that's not it. That's funny, though. Like, this is the stuff I collect. Like, if I find something that's...
Your parakeet can teach itself to talk. That's a gem.
That's funny because I had one of those growing up.
You'll be amazed how quickly your parakeet can teach itself to talk simply by listening to this record.
How amazing is that?
Man.
Right? Yeah, so I collect the obscure. But
one more.
Yeah,
this record also lets you hear how a parakeet should sound, so that you will know what to expect from your bird. Just make sure it doesn't have a lisp or something.
I wish I had my vinyl set up right now, just so we could hear that, because it is crazy.
Really
What's
weird.
it called?
This right here is called First Parakeet Training Record. I don't got more than that for you. Your parakeet can teach itself to talk. I think that's what it's called. Your parakeet can... In quotes
here
on
it
the
is.
backside, it says, "Hello, baby. Want a kiss?"
That we played that over and over and over for our parakeet. It was hilarious.
Little do they know, if he learns it, someone's going to try and kiss it. There's a rip-off.
Oh, freaking ads.
Teaching a parakeet to talk is fun, but the old method took too much time and patience.
The old method, yeah, right.
Especially designed to teach any healthy, normal parakeet to talk.
Hart's
by
Mountain
using a
Parakeet
scientific
Training.
new method that is acknowledged to be far superior. Because a carefully trained voice, specially chosen for excellence in clarity and diction, repeats over and over the same words, the same phrase, in a manner that most parakeets are most likely to imitate. For the next few seconds, this record will be silent. It then begins your parakeet's talking
Well,
lesson.
let's hear it.
Good morning. Wanna eat? Good morning. Good morning.
This is painful.
Really weird.
Morning.
It's kind of painful.
Maybe a little uncomfortable.
Hilarious. 1950s, it says.
1950s. I was going to say 1950s. That's wild.
Hilarious.
So if you use this now, your parakeet will talk like a 1950s person. Like straight out of Mad Men.
And maybe write a couple ads, too.
So weird.
That's funny
I like
how
it.
I just pulled that out. Yeah.
Not where
So
I thought that
I'll
was
just-
going, but I like it.
I know. So, yeah, like, I love to collect, like, the obscure stuff. So, I forget where I got this, but that is vinyl.
Good.
It looks like a book, right?
Mm-hmm.
A picture book, speaking of Robert Plant.
And he talks about Led Zeppelin like this is...
Yeah, it's an interview.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of
So
sweet.
it's a double-sided, double album, I guess.
Double-sided double album,
right?
side 3, yeah.
Yeah. Of Led Zeppelin.
Look at Jimmy Page, too. These guys' hair.
Such a
His hair should
youngster.
come back in style.
Right? The curly, long hair.
That guitar.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's the stuff I love to collect. And, what was I going to say?
My grandpa had a weird affinity for, like if not husband-wife, but, like, couple tandems of weird folky music. So there's
Oh,
a
yes.
solid, like,
I know what you're talking about.
2 dozen of those.
Like a polka.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
things that I have never heard of and never thought I would hear. Weird.
Yeah.
But cool.
Rock Sagas. I think I listened to this once. I'll show you my turntable outside. And I've got this old vintage turntable furniture that I got from, I think it's 1940s. It's out there too.
Really?
Where
Is there a stand for it?
it's 3 pieces.
Really?
And 2 pieces look the same. You open up the lid, and there are slots for records.
Really?
And then the 3rd piece is a bigger piece where you put your turntable on. It's pretty sick. Yeah, and it's got drawers in it and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like brass corner covers and brass drawer pulls and stuff.
Definitely.
It's pretty
sweet.
cool. Yeah, this guy had it. Found it on Craigslist because I was looking for furniture for.
Yeah, I think
The new house.
I think you're competing against Cassie because she scours
She's there. Yeah,
Craigslist furniture.
good for her.
And
That's what I
antiques
do.
for that matter.
Most of the stuff you see.
What's
here,
your best find so far? Craigslist
I
furniture.
couldn't even tell you. I'll take you up in the attic where I have my man cave collection
Yes, please.
going on. But that's more like collectible stuff. I think I got that chair that you're sitting in.
This is a nice chair. I've been very comfortable. Very comfortable.
This chair I got.
Are you comfortable?
No,
No.
not as. What else did I get on? Oh, these lamps. Craigslist.
Nicely done.
They're incredible.
Leather wrapped.
Super heavy.
Really nice.
Yeah, I could look around the room and point to probably.
We found a leather
stuff.
chair that was a little sketchy. Me going to buy. Cassie's like, "Can you meet these guys at this time in this place?" And it was dark and snowy.
That's the thing.
Back in a storage unit, and I met 2 guys, and turns out I was lucky. One was a Buff State professor, like super good guys.
Okay, good.
Real like pulling up. I found their car. It was turned off, and like I went back into the storage units. Yeah, I set myself up for a
I was
problem.
going to say, you were going to get whacked.
Luckily, they were reasonable guys. Negotiated them down. I got a great leather chair for cheap, and they helped me load it even.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I know. But it was close to being a
I'm
bad
always
situation.
looking for like a nice leather chair, just for
nice.
me.
It was great.
Yeah.
It would fit really nicely. Almost right
In here. Yeah. Totally.
I'll have to show it to you. I have a picture of it.
I got that 1950s mic stand. The
mic
I had.
So
The stand was
nice,
vintage. Atlas stand.
I like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Probably, honestly, like the couch and 2 matching chairs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Craigslist.
Dude, you're a Craigslist fiend.
I am a Craigslist fiend. I'll have to, like, we could literally walk around this house and I'll point at something. Yeah.
All over.
What
is this?
That is a
Basement.
studio rack case. So that is something I got from Guitar Center, but it was kind of like their display.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
It looks like what you see when you walk into the cockpit of an airplane. 747.
Yeah. Like, all this comes out. You put whatever you want in there.
Oh,
so it's like the furniture you buy separate.
Interesting.
And then what you put in there is...
I see you're screwing each piece in. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So I, for instance, these are just glorified power strips.
Sure.
This and that. But it actually cleans the power.
Weirdly similar to building a desktop. I built my own desktop.
Yes. I did that.
You buy the frame. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beast still. Built it like 5 years ago. It's a beast monster still.
Yeah. Wow. You ever... Sorry, you're like a computer head. Do you ever do like Alienware and stuff?
A little bit. I've never owned an Alienware of any kind.
Those are badass looking.
Pretty sweet. My brother had a crazy looking. It's called Thor. I remember the case that he had. It was pretty intense looking.
Nice.
But no, I just built it, and it was even at the time it was pretty beastly. Right now it's like almost standard configuration, but it's still like 5 years old. Like that's still kicking.
Wow.
Nice.
See, yeah, I just had to have the motherboard replaced in this MacBook Pro here.
Yeah, I noticed you're running double Macs. How do you like that?
This is my old one here, and I use it for, like I just did, like looking up stuff while we're in here. And the new one, it's new, so it's faster and whatever.
It's beautiful.
It's actually not new. It's like a few years old, but new to me. So that's the one I use all the time. I only use this one up.
I've never been able to get over to Apple.
Really?
I have an iPhone, but that's it.
Yeah.
I can't go further.
Once you go Mac.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, honestly, because I have a PC on my desktop at work, and I want to throw it through the freaking wall every day.
Yep.
Every day. More because it's 7 years old.
Yeah, I'll do it though too.
So, but still, it's tough. Oof, man. I got this. I got into Macs 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, when I started doing sound recording, video recording.
I think for that kind of stuff, it is much better. How do you feel about the new photos? It's no longer the photos. Cassie is using a new photo storage software on her Mac.
Oh.
And it's no longer...
Is it like cloud?
Yeah, maybe.
Storage?
No, it is involved with that.
Yeah.
But they changed the name of it recently. I'm telling you, it used to be like photos, and now it's...
iCloud Drive or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, she changed it around. She was having trouble with it. I know that. But she ended up really liking it once she got used to it.
Okay.
I'm just not a Mac guy.
Yeah.
I like my PCs. I know how to use them. I also have a really nice one, so that helps. Anyways.
Well, here's the thing. Since you have Amazon Prime, do you use the unlimited picture storage?
I'm also a pretty big Google guy, so they have
Google Drive.
unlimited Google storage, Google Photos.
Yeah.
And it's unlimited. They do compress the size, so if you're trying to store raw images, it makes it difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. For a lot of the stuff I do. My phone is automatically backed up to Google Photos, which I love. It's phenomenal. I just open the app and it'll automatically take all of them from my photo library.
Yeah, I do that with Amazon Photo. I'll open up that app.
And it works?
And it just uploads, unlimited photos. And video to some, I don't know, predetermined size.
That's nice.
It's probably like a terabyte or something.
Sure, that's nice. Yeah. Which a terabyte of video is a lot.
Yeah.
See, I still have my wireless hard drives. They're network hard drives, but they're in my house. So what I always think about is, my house burns down, am I going to lose everything?
Yes, you will.
Right now I will. Yes. Except for whatever I had on my phone.
Back that shit up.
Yeah. Yep. It's tough when you have
wireless hard drives, huh?
40,000 pictures sitting around.
I mean, think about it. Like, this is all such a new thing, you know?
Crazy.
Like,
just as I was growing up, they had the digital cameras were really coming through. So my mom, when I remember her taking on a standard film camera, and I remember her switching, and it was like a huge deal for her, and as is probably was everybody.
Yeah.
But I remember I had like a 3.2 megapixel camera, little Nikon, and I had a sweet camera.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was sweet.
Where are those pictures from now, though?
I have them on that.
You
hard
still
drive.
have them?
Oh,
All right. See, that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, man, I mean, because you could snap your finger and shit could disappear, you know?
It worries me. I think about it.
The paper pictures from back in the day, I mean, still got boxes of them.
We talked about going out to Kansas. My mother had, and everybody was a very good photographer back in the day.
Yeah.
Not good at photography, but good at keeping a record of everything and taking pictures.
Yeah.
And, man, we had so many crazy family pictures. Really weird ones I've never seen.
Oh,
just nuts. Just a crazy look back.
Yeah.
Great-grandparents and everything.
Oh, that's super cool.
Spent a couple hours looking through those.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's cool. I'll have cousins on Facebook post, like, pictures of the old paper photos and, you know, from the 70s and stuff. And it's just like, wow, who was cutting my hair? You know? I was like,
really weird.
Yeah, what was I wearing?
My dad got perms.
God. Dude,
right?
My dad too.
It's weird.
What is wrong with these people? Oh my God, my dad got a perm when my mom got a perm. What the hell was going on?
It's a weird thing.
We have this family photo where they both had perms.
Oh, wow.
It is amazing.
It must be a gem.
It is amazing. I put it out and hang it up on one of the spare bedrooms every time I'm there. And then I go back the next time and it's gone. And put it back up. I find it and put it back up again. It's so amazing. Yeah. Because it's a big family photo where, remember you probably don't remember, but they used to have photos like printed on like a big piece of wood. Like the frame and the whole thing was wood.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I probably shouldn't tell you about this, but I'm going to anyway. My dad he was head of the Parks Department in Jamestown together for all his life. And he had a worker who was an artist. And the artist took a picture of my mom and dad. Somehow they got a photo of my mom and dad. He got a photo of my mom and dad and painted this photo. Big photo size, probably like 11 by 14 or whatever.
Go for it, baby.
Yeah, on canvas. It was like great job. The only thing is, not that there's anything wrong with this part, but the guy was Hispanic. Okay. And he painted my parents, and they looked very Hispanic in that photo, in that painting. So he used some kind of artistic
integrity.
Some kind of artistic license to kind of make my parents.
That's good.
Hispanic in that painting, and I put that painting up too every time I go
know
home.
what you're doing. That's good. I'm sure they love that.
Oh my god, it's so amazing! And I'll take like a photo of it and like text it to my brother and sister when I'm there, and they'll just have a great time.
That's good.
But yeah, man, I'm so glad you came over. Yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is good.
It's good for me. I really like seeing you moved in, living in it, loving this place.
Yes.
It's good for me.
Remember that first time we came in to see it?
I do.
Oh, there were how many people in here?
Yeah.
Viewing it?
A lot. It's busy.
Yeah. And I think that's why we haven't even told the whole story of the home buying. That's why, back to me saying, I learned my lesson. That first one got outbid.
Mm-hmm.
We went over the asking price on this one.
Which, I mean, you're telling the story of most people that have bought a house in the city of Buffalo.
Successfully bought a house, yeah.
Successfully bought a house in the last 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
I mean, you're telling the story. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most people are in multiple offers right now.
Yes. And I think I went probably 6,000 over or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's exactly what it was, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, and it worked. And, I mean...
Tell me it hasn't worked out for you, though.
Oh, it's
pretty sweet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because it's a duplex. We get to rent out the bottom and live in the top. And, I mean, we honestly couldn't be happier. We just absolutely love it.
I think that more people should do that, is buy a duplex, 2-3 unit, whatever it is, and rent it out. I mean, it's really
my parents
nice.
did that when we were growing up. Yeah. And I learned it from them. And it's just, if you do it the right way,
you have to buy right. There's no question.
You have to buy right. You have to landlord right. You have to screen tenants correctly and appropriately within the law.
Within the law.
Yes.
There's a lot of different versions of screening tenants. I've read books about it. I've spoken with a zillion landlords, and some people just say, if I get a good feeling, they're my renter.
Yeah.
Which there's a huge piece of it that is good feeling. You still have to do income,
due diligence,
do income, do credit, do all that stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's an art form to it.
Definitely.
Not necessarily a science.
Yeah. Oh, which before we wrap up, I want to get to the point where we talked about how there were several points where people didn't think, you included, that we were getting this house. And then when I told you, I mean, hey man, I think I even said to you, it's God's will, which I don't say to a lot of people because like that, I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not like Jesus, or anything like that. I don't really go to church or anything. I hope my mom's not listening. But I just, speaking of having a feeling, like I just knew it. And one of the, and you could stop me if, to correct me or whatever, but one of the last things before moving in, do you remember what I'm going to mention? Like okay.
So here's, I don't know.
Okay, so here it is.
You're not talking about the parking? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay, keep going.
No. So one of the last things before moving in was the combination to the lockbox. You don't remember this, do you?
I don't.
Okay, so
not even a little bit.
So all right, so this house was on the market for what? A year?
Pushing that.
Yeah.
Yep, and they had listed it, relisted it, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when from the time we put an offer in October and moved in January. Right?
Sounds almost exactly right. Yeah.
Okay.
You close in January for sure.
Yeah. Maybe even November. Wait, no, it was October because there was no snow outside.
I can't remember when you put the offer in for sure. I remember we met originally in August. And we looked for a few months and definitely went through a few for sure.
We went through some shitty houses, man.
Some rough stuff.
Wow, do you remember our west side, that house? Like Janelle
the
was like, "Where did you take me?"
The basement was like this. Like
yes, and more garbage in the attic, and just grown over in the back, like vines growing up the house.
I mean, you're talking about my daily job, but
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, like having to redo the electric in these places, having to redo the plumbing in these places. So, I mean, honestly, we really were blessed having this place. But what was I getting at? We went to some really shit.
I need to know what story you're talking about. Okay. I don't know still.
The lockbox story. That's what we're going to call it. And the last time you gave me the key, you said, well, in case, you need to put it back in the lockbox, the combination is... Do you remember what you said to me?
I'm going to guess SPI, but I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It said the combination is SPI. I'm like, ha! Did you set that? And you looked at me like... It didn't say anything for a second. You're just like... No, it's been that way this entire time. And I was like... See, I knew it, man. This house had my fucking name on it before we even knew it was available.
I forgot about
SPI.
That. That's a gem right there. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
I remember just having no idea what you were talking about at first, and then just like all of a sudden like
I just smiled really big.
That's awesome.
And then let it sink in.
That's great.
Yep. That was really cool.
That is very cool. It's a good story.
Yeah. We should probably end it there.
I like it.
That's fucking amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything you need to promote or anything? I mean, if anyone wants a house,
call me.
Gotta
look
in
the Elmwood Village East store and everywhere between, as well as I was in North Tonawanda and Boston last week. So
nice.
Everywhere. Sold in Wilson, New York, up on the lake.
Yeah.
Been down in Javis Center. So.
How did they get a hold of you?
716-208-7007. 7007.
Say it again.
716-208-7007.
007. Yeah. Got that. And you work for Hunt, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Right down the street from us.
Right down the street.
Yeah.
A couple blocks.
On Elmwood.
Absolutely.
Avenue.
Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, man. You're always welcome here.
You gotta see Janelle next time.
I know. She sends her regards. She's sorry she couldn't make it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
She's tending to her mom.
We'll have you guys down to the South Town soon. Come out.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to see the baby.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, Rose. Oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Love you, man. Come here. Bring it in. Oh. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good. We'll stop it right there. And that was that, man. That was Deacon Tasker. Really, really, really great friend of mine. We became really good friends during the whole process of buying a house. He was my realtor, and he's just a really cool guy. So we got to know each other and became really close. The Married in Buffalo podcast is brought to you by Outer Limit Recording Studio. Again, it's a really good friend of mine, Ken, and he is the most amazing engineer in Buffalo. Hands down, I can say that safely. I know I got a lot of engineer friends in Buffalo. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, John. I just, Ken I've known forever, and check it out. Also, my other good friend, LaPiana Insurance, Anthony LaPiana, Western New York's premier insurance broker. He's an independent agency, so he picks and chooses all the different insurances that can go well with what your situation is and what you need, really. So visit him at lapianainsurance.com for a quick online quote. He's the best. And Mia at The Wedding Agent. Make sure you check out her showroom. It's huge, 2,800 square feet. At 2890 Delaware Avenue in Kenmore, New York. And visit her on the line at theweddingagent.biz, theweddingagent.biz. And of course, finally, you can see all the Married in Buffalo podcast episode at www.elmwoodvillageentertainment.com. where we'll have links to all of our podcasts. We're up to episode 3. This was episode 3 with Deacon Tasker, son of the one and only Steve Tasker. But that's not all Deacon's known for. Deacon is awesome, and he's his own person. And hey, man, he's the best. Love you, Deacon. And too bad we couldn't have Janelle here today. She's got stuff going on. She wishes she could be here. I love her dearly. She should be coming home pretty soon. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for listening. And we will see you next time and hear you next time. I can't believe I held that together without Janelle here. There was very little cursing and very little inappropriateness. Probably because Deacon is so mature and brings out the best in me. You gotta surround yourself with friends that bring out the best in you, right? And Deacon is one of those friends. So, thanks again, Deacon. And Janelle, I usually need you here to edit me. You weren't here this time, so I think I did pretty well. I think I'm learning from you to not curse as much and to not be as inappropriate. Ha! Just kidding. No, but all right, love you all. Hear you next time.